Welcome back to another episode of Michael's Apartment, the show that keeps you up to date on everything Michael's apartment. I'm living with my parents right now, but it's a shared space, so it's fine. Our top story this week, I got a Polaroid camera, and it's really cool. It lets you take all these cool little photos. Here, we'll take one right now. We'll check in on the photo at the end of the show. Our next story, poop, as it turns out, can be different colors. I didn't know this. I won't tell you what color my poop is right now, but what I can say is that my poop is probably a Boston Celtics fan. My poop dresses up for St. Patrick's Day. My poop likes recycling. My poop is like healthy grass. Dead grass? Nothing like my poop. My poop is related to Draymond. If my poop was in a stoplight, you know it'd be time to go. My poop is onto our activity segment, where I let you know what I've been up to this week. I've been playing a lot of sports lately, specifically basketball. I'm really good. Here's a video of me playing. See, that there's going to be a joke there, but there's not. Why would you think that? Why did you think that? You know, just because I have some serious issues with OCD and social anxiety doesn't mean that I don't know that I'm him. Like, I'm him. Don't get it twisted. I know that I'm him in a lot of different aspects. Related to this, I was in a pickup basketball game and I hit a 3 over someone, and I was jogging back down the court and I said to myself out loud, I said, I'm like that. I'm like, what? What does that mean? See, I know that I'm him, but I have trouble expressing that I'm him. I've also been sewing lately. I made this bag to carry stuff for my activities. I think I can just put stuff in it. I wanna learn to make my own things so I don't have to spend money on them. By the end of the season, I wanna make just a nice hat, just a bucket hat or something. Cool swagged out bucket hat. Last season, painting was one of my most popular activities. This season, it gets its own segment. This week, I painted a picture of my mom's pet bird. His name is Poppy. He's sort of like a huge dick to me. He'll get on my shoulder and he'll just scream in my ear. He talks to my mom, but he screams at me, and then he'll poop on me and then fly away. The only time he shows up is when I'm eating crackers or chips or something, and he'll sit on my shoulder and give me a kiss on the cheek, and I'm like, you're legit using me right now. I'm not gonna feed into this because this is toxic behavior. It's time for our featured segment. This week, we have a story about a little hideaway just outside. Sheds. Lots of people have them, especially in more rural areas. One local apartment resident has gained access to one, and he's putting it to use.
So my parents told me that we had a shed outside and that they just keep their like rakes and snow shovels in there and stuff. And I was like, that's honestly sort of messed up.
Michael has found lots of uses for his new hangout.
So at first I didn't really know what to do with the shed, but then I realized that after storms, a lot of sticks fall and stuff. So I've just been collecting them. I've just been putting them in here and stuff. I made a little grid because I feel like they'll dry better. I don't really know what I'm gonna do once they're dry, but I just think once they get dry.
Michael thinks there's even more potential for his shed.
I got lots of plans for the shed. For example, I'm gonna get a chair so I can sit while I do my sticks.
Michael just wants the community to recognize his work.
Like, what if there's an emergency scenario and everyone's like, oh, we need stuff to make a fire. Like, I wish we had twigs. I have just the thing. I mean, it's like good to have, you know?
We wish Michael and his shed the best of luck. For Michael's Apartment, I'm Michael. We're almost at the end of the show, so now it's time for Michael's final thoughts. So I was in New York City last weekend for a friend's birthday party, and a friend of my friend explained crosswalks to me, just completely unannounced on the way to the bar. They're like, you have to look for the little white icon of the man walking, and then you can walk. Like, almost like I've never seen a crosswalk before. My question is, did they not learn about crosswalks before they moved to the city? Or like, do I just look like someone who's gonna wander into traffic? I appreciate the tip, but like, there are crosswalks in other cities. That's all for today's show. But before we go, let's check in on that Polaroid. This is awesome. Came out so great. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna hang this up. I don't know where though. Definitely hanging this up though.